Welcome to Links 7 TV News Report, providing you with the best in local and international news updates. This is a place where you can get the most reliable and informative news information. Links 7 TV News Report. Welcome again. This is the nightly news for Thursday, October the 12th, 2023. These are the news making the headlines. Stout McDonald failed to pay $3 million for the hit on his wife, the convicted contract killer testified. The Portland fisherman who was contracted by the businessman Everton Stout McDonald to murder his wife said that he was never paid the $3 million as promised. The convicted murderer Denverlin Minard, who is currently serving 19 years in prison for his role in the woman's murder, testified yesterday that Oscar Barnes, the man who was subcontracted to murder the woman, was also never paid. Stout, age 68, and Barnes, a 33-year-old St. Mary Tyler, are both on trial in the Home Circuit Court in relation to the murder of 32-year-old businesswoman Tonya McDonald. The married convict, who claimed that he and Tonya were having a sexual relationship up to the time of her death, also testified that he was the one who had lured her to her death under the pretense that they were going to collect a gun that she was seeking to avenge her father's death. According to Minot, when they got to the deserted area, he left her in the car with Barnes, despite her expressing how doubtful she was, and he watched as she fought and screamed for her mother as she was stabbed multiple times. Following her death, the contract killer said that when he first went to Stout for the payment, he was told, "You think that's a $3 million easy for work?" The witness said that he wanted the money so that Barnes could get paid, but since he could not come clean about Barnes, he then told Stout he wanted back a phone. The court earlier heard that Stout took away Minot's cell phone as well as several others that he had given him over the period leading up to Tonya's death. Minot further testified that Stout eventually bought him a cheap banger cell phone and later assured him that he would be paid but asked him to hold on. Earlier in the trial, Minot testified that on one of the occasions Stout bought him a new phone and gave him $150,000 but did not specify the purpose for the funds. He also testified that he had received $500,000 from the couple, which was given to him by Tonya, who was convinced at the time that she was paying for a gun. However, Minot later testified that the money was really to kill her. But the court heard that the act was not committed on that particular day and that the gun was not produced. The witness did not testify whether or not the money for the gun was returned. We'll have more details to come on the court case in a later newscast. Continuing the news. Cops launch search for wanted man in St. Andrew South. The St. Andrew South police have named 29-year-old Sandra Morgan of East Road, Kingston as wanted in relation to the death of 32-year-old Joseph Ricketts of Chisholm Avenue, Kingston 13 on October the 6, 2021. Morgan is being urged to turn himself into the Hunts Bay Police by 12 midday on Friday, October the 13th. Anyone knowing the whereabouts of Sandra Morgan is being urged to call the Hunts Bay Police at 876-923-7111, Crime Stop at 311, the National Intelligence Bureau at 811 or the nearest police station. Continuing the news. He made the singer a household name from behind bars not only in Jamaica but around the world. Sad to say, Jacure behind these prison walls producer Gladstone Wright has died. Retired Senior Superintendent of Police SSP Gladstone Wright, the man who played a significant and instrumental role in producing Jacure's hit song Behind These Prison Walls, has passed away. He was 75 years old. Behind These Prison Walls by Jacure is the most popular song produced by the program. Co-written by Wright, it was released in 2005 and preceded the singer's release in 2007. Mr. Wright, a former bodyguard for the late Prime Minister Hugh Shearer, founded and directed the Rehabilitation of Offenders Through Music program, more formally known as the Rehabilitation Through Music. He collaborated closely with artists such as Naughty Virtue and Jody and Pantry. Major Richard Rees, a longtime friend of Mr. Wright and former Commissioner of Correctional Services, praised Mr. Wright for his dedication to rehabilitating inmates through music in an interview with reporters. SSP Wright was instrumental in securing resources to support the music rehabilitation program by having numerous artists perform inside prisons. All these artists perform music with transformation messages and gospel themes, he added. Mr. Rees explained that the program encompassed all aspects of music production, including composing, arranging, recording, and performing. It also features a radio component that provides FM radio within the Tower Street Correctional Facility. The program was very effective because many inmates were interested in music. We encourage them to enroll in English and maths classes as a gateway to the music hub. Interestingly, several correctional officers had significant talent, which complement the program and garnered staff support, Rees said. The program also inspired others like Charles Neeson of Harvard Law School, Carla Galotta, Colleen Davis, and Joseph Bogdanovich to become involved. Wright retired from the post as Senior Superintendent of Police in 2008 after serving over 40 years. He produced 2 albums for Naughty Virtue and worked on projects with Morgan Heritage. Mr. Wright played an instrumental role in the music career of Jacquier. On October 1st, 2021, Jacquier was arrested in Amsterdam after having stabbed a music promoter in the stomach. On March 22, 2022, he was found guilty and sentenced to 6 years in prison. We here at Links 007 TV just want to take this opportunity just to express our heartfelt and sincere condolences to the family and friends. Continuing the news. 24-year-old man chopped and succumbed to his injuries. Farmer on the run after a month-long dispute. The St. Mary police have launched a manhunt for a farmer who is reported to have chopped another man, resulting in him succumbing to his injuries during a dispute in Windsor Castle in the parish on Thursday. The deceased has been identified as 24-year-old Javon Patterson alias Jav of Windsor Castle in St. Mary. Patterson reported attacker, who is said to be in his 40s, fled the scene after a month-long dispute between the two ended in tragedy. Reports are that during an argument between the men around 5:45 a.m. on Thursday, a machete was used to inflict chop wounds all over the body of Patterson. Passers-by later stumbled on the body and alerted the police. On the arrival of law enforcement officers, they found the lifeless body lying on the ground in the pool of blood. The body was taken to the morgue for a postmortem examination to be done at a later date. It is being suggested that Patterson had been accused by the suspected farmer of setting fire to his house some months ago. Patterson, however, reportedly denied the accusations. The police are probing the developments. Continuing the news. Clarendon police arrest player in car stealing ring. The police in Clarendon have arrested a man in Mapen, Clarendon area whom they believe is part of a car stealing ring. Head of operations in the Clarendon Police Division, Senior Superintendent Clifton Green, said that the arrest was made on Wednesday under a crime-fighting initiative Operation Storm Surge. According to Green, the police got information that men were in the Mapen Township attempting to steal vehicles. When the team of cops got to the location, they approached the motorist and he fled. The police intercepted the vehicle and the driver was arrested. The police have not disclosed his identity pending further investigation.
The Clarendon Police, under Operation Storm Surge this morning, responded to information that men were seen in the Mapen Township attempting to steal motor vehicles. Upon the arrival of the team, a white Toyota Probox motor car drove off, contrary to instructions given by the police team. This car was later intercepted and the driver found within. Also found in that car were implements of braking, and the account given by the driver suggested that there were actually plans made with other persons to commit these acts. Investigations continue as Operation Storm Surge seeks to put pressure on the criminals whilst reassuring law-abiding citizens in Clarendon. This is an appeal to persons who own or who are in control of motor vehicles. Please make sure that you secure your vehicles with whatever necessary technological devices you can, and also any other reasonable ways you can have your vehicles secured.
Continuing the news. Gunmen strike during the middle of a candlelight vigil in Montego Bay. A man is dead and a woman is also dead, and others injured in Shamrock Square. Detectives from the Major Investigation Division, the MID in St. James, are probing the circumstances surrounding the shooting of 3 people, 2 fatally, during a candlelight vigil in the historic Shamrock Square in Montego Bay on Tuesday night. The deceased, both of St. James addresses, have been identified as 35-year-old food vendor Jeffrey Woodstock and 27-year-old Katrina Tomlinson. Reports heard that sometime around 10:15 p.m., gunmen opened fire on a group of people attending the candlelight vigil in Shamrock Square. After the shooting subsided, 3 people, including Woodstock and Tomlinson, were found suffering from gunshot wounds. They were taken to the Cornell Regional Hospital where Woodstock and Tomlinson were pronounced dead, and the other individuals treated and admitted in serious conditions. Links 007 TV will continue to track these stories plus more to come in a later newscast. This has been Links 007 TV Night News Report. Thanks for watching.